Hi, good afternoon or good evening, depending on what part of the world you're in, or even good morning, depending on what part of the world you're in. Welcome to the YouTube channel
Hi,
called
good
How
afternoon
to Get
or
an
good evening.
800 Credit Score. My name is Lyndon Baptiste, and on this channel, we talk about how to build credit, how to get excellent credit and maintain it, and steps that you can take to get you there. And also, we talk about credit repair and increasing your credit score too also as well. And if you have not subscribed yet or you're new to this channel, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button. There is a big red subscribe button. It's in the bottom left hand corner of your screen. If you're on a cell phone, which most of my viewers are, just turn your cell phone sideways. You will be able to see it. If you're on a laptop or a computer, again, it's in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Hit subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. That way you will know every time that I make a new video and you won't miss out on all of the content that I have to offer here on this channel too as well. Also, hit the thumbs up button. Guys, it really helps the channel tremendously. And also share this video with all of your friends and your family on Facebook and all your social media groups and networks. Also, as well, the share button and the thumbs up button can be found underneath this video. So go ahead and smash those buttons for me, guys. Want to say a big welcome and a shout out to Dwayne from How to Build Credit TV. Thank you, bro, for joining the live stream. I really did not expect you to join us here today because I know, this is really unfair to you guys, especially that I really didn't give anyone any notice. I just decided, like, on the spur of the moment, to do a live stream today. Okay. So I didn't give you guys enough notice in advance to let you guys. Normally, I usually let you guys know, like, at least I try to do at least 1 week in advance or 5 to 7 days in advance. That way, you guys have plenty of time. This is not my regular time that I do live streams. The live stream schedule for this channel is every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. So you can definitely count on that. This is just a spur of the moment, random live stream here that I'm doing right now. But yeah, big shout out to Dwayne from How to Build Credit TV. This guy has a very awesome YouTube channel. And guys, if you're watching this video, you haven't already, go ahead over to How to Build Credit TV and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you won't miss any of his videos. He talks about how to build credit and credit cards and cash back also too as well. And because of Dwayne, I want to mention that me and my fiance Janelle, we have built our credit, and it's helped us to increase our credit scores too also as well. We also want to say welcome to Keith Shep. Thank you for joining the live stream today. Also, as well, glad to have you here this afternoon. And I want to let you guys know about our Facebook credit group that we have. It's called How to Get Excellent Credit. It's on Facebook, and the link can be found at the bottom of the About section of this channel, too, also, as well as the link to it. Again, the name of the Facebook credit group is called How to Get Excellent Credit. Okay. And you guys can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and all the social media networks. Again, those links are all in the bottom of the About section of this channel, too, also as well. Before I begin and get into the topic for today, I want to say a special thank you to all of my subscribers. And today, as of this moment, we have 994 subscribers. And you guys don't know what this means, to the channel, to me, to even the people that I help with their credit and do credit repair for and credit boosting for and all of that. It really means a lot to us. I want to thank you and show our appreciation to all of you who have been watching my videos and who have subscribed to this channel. So thank you so much to our first 994 subscribers. This is a huge accomplishment for this channel, and to also as well, considering that we've just started the channel on April 11th of this year. So in less than 2 months, we have accumulated almost 1,000 subscribers already. And thank you so much, guys, for that. It's really appreciated. How to Build Credit TV says, yes, sir, that's a good look. Oh, okay. Thank you, Dwayne, for that. I was thinking of shaving this, guys. But you know, a lot of people are saying they like the beard, but I mean, I had it for so long, I think I might shave it. So don't be surprised if I make a video, guys, one day in the live stream and all of this is shaved, you know. But don't worry, it's me. It'll still be me. I'll just look a little different, okay? Keith Shep gives a thumbs up. Thank you so much for that thumbs up, Keith Shep. So guys, the topic for today is a 90K in primary trade lines and authorized users. So this topic that I came up with for today's live stream is about primary trade lines or credit lines that you can obtain if you're looking to build credit, or you're simply looking to add to your number of accounts. I know the number of accounts, if you have over 11 accounts, that is really good for your credit score too also, because it looks good to lenders when they know and see that you can manage all of these accounts responsibly. And it makes you more credit worthy to these lenders when they're considering approving you for a loan or a line of credit. So the more trade lines or credit lines that you have, the better, especially for your credit card utilization ratio. And what I mean by this is, say if you have $1,000 and you spend $900 of it, that's a 90% credit card utilization. But if you have, say, $100,000 in total credit limit between all of your accounts, and you spend $900 between some of your accounts in that month, then that actually lowers your credit card utilization down to less than 9%. So that is good for your credit score when your credit card utilization is lower than 7%, because you end up getting the maximum boost and the amount of points that you can possibly get added onto your credit score too also as well. So that's a good thing to keep in mind, guys. That the higher your total amount of your credit limit is, the better it is for you. It gives you more amounts of spending, more amounts of funds that you can use from your credit card accounts each month when you have a higher total credit limit altogether. So I'm going to go over $90,000 in primary trade lines and authorized users. And the reason I'm doing this is because I've seen YouTube videos that have mentioned $22,000 in primary trade lines. I've seen YouTube videos who mentioned $26,000 in primary trade lines. But I haven't seen any YouTube videos mentioning $90,000 in primary trade lines and authorized users. And guys, I'm going to go through this one by one. So it's going to take some time here. It probably is going to be a long video, just letting you guys know that up front ahead of time. Feel free to watch the entire video if you can. If not, I really appreciate, the time that you spent here with us today. Also, but if you want to find out all the information about all of the trade lines and all of the authorized users that I'm going to talk about here today, then you'll watch the video in its entirety all the way to the end of the video too also as well. And at the end, you'll get links to other videos that are informational and that go over some of these trade lines, but not all of them that I'm going to mention today. And also they go over how I've boosted my credit score from 548 all the way up to over 720 FICO score in less than 5 months. And in 6 months, I boosted my credit score from 508 to 722 FICO score in 6 months. So guys, to let you know, this is possible, it's doable, definitely can be done, and you can do it too also as well. So if you know of anyone who's interested and wants to boost their credit score too also, just you can refer them to that video that I have. The name of it is from 548 to 720 credit score. It's here in this channel. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start off here. First, I'm going to have to go away for a little while, but I'm still going to be here. You're just not going to see my face, guys. You're just going to see my computer screen because I'm not able right now to share the camera of me and the computer screen at the same time because I'm just using the basic YouTube features and I don't have any specific equipment to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen, and probably after I'm done, I'm going to go ahead. You're going to see me back here on the camera again. All righty, guys. So let's see. First, let's get over here to our screen. Okay. Back to Google here. I like to use Google because Google's like one of my favorites for looking things up here online. The first one, some of these trade lines you probably already know of, guys, but if you already know of them, you can either wait until I get to the ones you don't know about, or you can, come back and watch the video later. It'll still be on the YouTube channel later on too also as well. This one is called My Jewelers Club. Okay, you can find that at myjewelers.com. And you could join now for $99. Let's see how it works. Let's click on that. That'll give you a good explanation of how it works. Okay, so I guess Father's Day is coming up. So this will be a good gift for your dad or someone you know of, granddad, or someone you know of that's a father, where you can get a gift for them through this website and also build your credit tool also as well. It says here, easy approval even if you have bad credit. Build credit and look good doing it. Get immediate approval for up to $5,000 of unsecured revolving credit. Never pay for shipping at myjewelersclub.com. New name brand jewelry added daily. Elegant jewelry that makes you feel special or for that special someone in your life. And like I said before, there's always an occasion for jewelry for that special someone. Here's Father's Day here. That one is coming up this month on June 16th, actually. And that's a Sunday. But there's other occasions you can buy jewelry for a gift for someone too. And the requirements for a membership is you have to be a U.S. citizen, be 18 years of old or older, have a valid social security number, have a monthly household income of $1,400, complete the application online, some prior credit history, and they accept good or bad credit too also as well. How does the account work? Well, you place a minimum of $100 of products into your shopping cart, complete the secure online application, complete payment for membership fee and any applicable down payments or sales tax. You log into your accounts, myjewelers.com/clients. Click on the e-sign document to sign your credit agreement. They're required to charge you sales tax in the state of Texas prior to shipment. So if you're in the state of Texas, they're going to charge you sales tax on your order. First question they have here, do you report my account to the credit bureaus? Yes, we report your available line of credit and balance to the credit bureaus monthly. And yes, I can testify to this one because I had My Jewelers is one of the accounts that I first started off with in November. And My Jewelers, they report to all three credit bureaus every month. Does My Jewelers do a hard inquiry? Yes, they do. Okay, from only one of the three major credit bureaus. The reason why I say only one is because some credit cards, they do pull hard inquiry from all three, but this one, only one. Okay, let's see. So just keep in mind, guys, this is important. That's why they added 3 stars on it. If this is especially for the people who have asked me questions on my live stream about how do I delete hard inquiries. Okay, it's okay to try to delete or dispute hard inquiries, but this is part of the reason why, guys, I say do not dispute hard inquiries that are a part of your credit profile that you have accounts with. And this is part of the reason. Remember, guys, when I was telling you that a credit card company or bank, they can get mad at you and they can just close down your account that you have with them if you dispute the hard inquiry when you applied for that account in the beginning. Well, this is part of a reason why, and this is one of them that will do that. My Jewelers says here, if an inquiry is disputed for any reason, the credit account will be immediately closed, and all three credit bureaus and the balance owed will be immediately due. So you don't want that, guys. You know, that's going to really mess up your credit right there. Because if they close down your account and any balances that you have there immediately due, it's going to look negative on your credit report. It's going to make your credit score go down. Okay. And it will be charged off after 180 days. But hopefully you'll pay it off. If that's the case, and you do end up in that situation, you will pay it off before that time. I mean, long before that time. I mean, when they close it, if that happens to any of you guys, when they close it, you just pay it off right away. That's what I would do. But I do not, again, I don't recommend, please don't dispute any accounts that you have. Don't dispute the hard inquiries for any accounts that you have. It's okay, however, to dispute hard inquiries that you do not have open accounts with. Okay. Will I receive a My Jewelers credit card? Yes, you receive your card in the mail in 30 to 60 days after your account is complete. So they will mail you a card. Basic charge card is what they'll mail to you. Your account must remain in good standing for 12 months. This is for getting a zero down account. And your monthly payments have to be made on time. With continued purchases and on-time payments, all the required information on your account is valid at the time we process your order. You have an available balance on your charge account. Okay, this is how to get a zero down account. How will I receive statements? You can go online to myjewelers.com and you can see some of them there, or you could download them. When is my first payment due? Your statement will reflect the actual due date, or you can check your balance and you pay your bill online. Payments will be processed with the card on file on the due date. How much is the minimum monthly payment? The minimum monthly payment is 30% or 5% of your current account balance, whichever is greater until you have a zero balance. Okay, Janelle Leone says, hello to everyone on here and thank you for being on this live show and chat. Thank you so much for that, Janelle. Really appreciate you joining us here in the live today. James Worley, welcome to the live stream today, James Worley. My self lender was added to my credit and I lost 25 points on each. Is this normal? And if so, will the score go back up with payments? James, yes, it will go back up with payments. I'm not too sure. Well, actually, I might have an idea why your score might have lost 25 points. It's possible that maybe you had, with the credit history that you had or have, when you added the self lender trade line to it, it reflected on your account as a new account and caused you to lose points because your average age of your accounts went down. And it just takes basically on time payments. After on time payments, your credit score will start going up. But it will be well worth it when you start seeing, your credit score going up month to month because you can get as much as over 100 points within less than a year of using the self lender and making your on time payments too also as well. Ben says yes, it will with on time payments. James Worthy says Worley. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Yes, it went on as new accounts. Yeah, that's what I kind of assumed there because well, anytime you add a new account to your credit profile, it can reduce the average age of your credit. Pretty much, unless it's an authorized user, where the authorized user account has credit history already. For example, I added on an authorized user that has over 8 months of credit history, and it actually increased my overall age of accounts. So, it depends. I mean, had that been a new account, like for example, I have a new account, and it's a credit card, and it reduced my average age of accounts because it was a new account, you know. But I had to get it. I had to get it because it offers cash back. There's so many good benefits to this new credit card that I just couldn't say no to getting this credit card. You know what I mean? And my credit score, it will go back up anyway. My average age of accounts will go back up anyway with time. So it was not a big loss, you know. Let's see where we were here. Okay, so that is pretty much all some of the information there about the My Jewelers account, which this is a trade line here, and you can get approved. Positive. You can get approved for $5,000 by applying for this, and they accept good credit, a bad credit, all of that. You get immediate approval. It says right here. Get immediate approval for up to $5,000 of unsecured revolving credit. Okay, so now we've tackled the $5,000 of the $90,000 in primary trade lines and authorized users. Okay, so that's 5,000. Okay, what is it? Okay, we got one more. James Worley says, I signed on for 2 years and opened a new bank account and deposited $1,000 to cover both my self-lender and fingerhut auto payments for the full self-lender term. Yes, that's a good idea. I'm glad you did that, James. because the main thing is that as long as those payments to self-lender are being made on time, month after month after month, it's going to give you a boost in your credit score. Okay. When I first signed up for self-lender in November, it took self-lender almost 3 months to report my account to the credit bureaus. But when they did, they reported to all three credit bureaus. Um, and that automatically gave me a huge boost in my credit score almost immediately. I was in the 500s, and when self-lender reported to the credit bureau, they reported all 3 months of on-time payments, and that put me almost into the 600s immediately. So self-lender is definitely a huge asset to benefit your credit score. So this right here, we just covered $5,000 of the 90,000. And let's see, what do we have here? Okay, nothing, that's just an email. All right. So the next trade line we're gonna go over here. Okay, and this is New Coast Direct. All right. And this one, they offer all types of goods here, and home gardens, sporting goods, consumer electronics, camera and photo, computers, tablets, networking, cell phones, accessories, jewelries, watches, toys, hobbies, video games, consoles, marine and RV stuff. Okay, here's some featured categories here. All right. James Worley says basically made it automatic. Yes, James, I did the same thing. What I did was I set up auto pay with my bank. So that way all of my payments come out automatically every month to the self lender. And I don't even have to think about it. I just set it and forget it. It's an automatic operation, like a turnkey thing. And I probably look in November and the term of the loan will be completed. Most people that I've talked to that I know of that had the self lender account, they've seen their credit score go up over 110 points in that 1 year period of time. I just say over 110 because that's the lowest amount that I've seen or heard of. Okay. And some people have had higher than that. Some people have had 110. But you can definitely expect that. So this here, New Coast Direct, they have a variety of different products. Let's just go into look at one of these products. And computers and tablets. This one, I believe, and my jewelers, they're a little pricey, guys. I just want to let you guys know that right now. Okay, because the main objective for signing up with these primary trade lines is not to go shopping. It's not the objective. That's not the reason why you should do this if you're going to do it. The main reason you should do it is for boosting your credit score and letting lenders know that you can be responsible with credit. Okay. So this is a little pricey, but you don't want to be shopping here every day or every week or on a regular basis. I would say once every few months, buy something just in order to keep the accounts open. Okay. But if you apply for this one and My Jewelers, they're going to approve you for $5,000. Okay, but here's some of the price. You got keyboards, mouses. This is just in computer stuff. Okay, let's go down to how it works. James Worley says, I hope between fingerhut and self-lender they work together. Well, they both will work as long as you make your payments on time. With the fingerhut, however, I believe they start you off with like an installments, where you make payments in installments for the first 6 months. Then, after you do well with making the payments on the installments with fingerhuts for the first 6 months, then they graduate you up to a revolving credit line, and they increase your credit limit too, also as well. And what I recommend with fingerhut is to not pay off the entire amount of the installment. You want to pay the payment amount, the payment due amount that you're gonna have due every month with that fingerhut. I mean, even if it's something as small as $4, my fiance has her payment is $4 a month, and the same thing I go over with her and recommend to her is that she not pay off the whole thing. You know, she can if she want anytime, but I would recommend not to because it builds your credit history. Okay, so you want to make the payment due because that's the difference between an installment and a revolving credit line. With an installment like Fingerhut and the uh, the self lender loan, you want to treat it exactly what it is, an installment loan. Okay, you want to stick to the payments amounts that you agreed with to pay every month for the full term of that loan or installment, and that's how you can expect the highest credit boost. If you go ahead and pay these off, however, because they're installments, if you go ahead and pay these off early, you will lose whatever amount of months that you did not make payments for. For example, if the term of the self lender is for 2 years, you pay it off in 1 year, then you're going to lose 12 months of credit history and credit payment history. If you pay it off in 1 or 2 months, the same thing applies. You lose the rest of the payment history that you could have possibly had reported to the credit bureau. And when you lose that, you lose all of the credit boosts that you could have gotten along with that too as well. Okay. So it's good, James, that you set up your fingerhut on auto pay as well. Now, New Coast Direct, how this works? Well, they have a video here. I don't know how long this video is, so let me see. It's 1 minute video. Okay. But I'm not going to play this video because I'm not sure how this will work, being that I'm on YouTube. And I did not make that video, so I don't know, if it's going to be all right to play that here in the live stream. It says it's an easy online application, fast approval for revolving credits accounts up to $5,000. Low monthly payments on balances, no monthly service fees, new name brand products added daily. Yeah, they have all types of name brand computer um, products. Not just computers. They have household stuff. I believe one time I bought something for my cats from here that they had on here. And to qualify, you have to be 18 years or older, a U.S. citizen, a social security card and ID. They're talking about a state ID, prior credit history, monthly household income of 1,600. So how to start? You place a minimum of $100 in products in your shopping cart. You click checkout to complete the online credit account application. Be a U.S. citizen, complete the processing fee and applicable down payment or sales tax. Log into your credit account and click on the e-sign document tab to sign your credit agreement. That has to be completed to activate your account. So New Coast Direct will charge sales tax for anyone who lives in Texas. So again, it's just like the My Jewelers guys. You know, Texas charges sales tax to ship over there. Okay. And here's some of the frequently asked questions. Yes, New Coast Direct reports your account to credit bureaus monthly, and I believe they report to all three credit bureaus too, also. So that's a good thing reflected on your account. It can increase your total credit limit on all your accounts and also lower your credit utilization as well. Yes, we do have joint credit accounts for applicants of the same household or address, but must be completed at the same time of application. So basically, if you want to have you yourself and your wife or your family member on this account, you have to let them know while you're doing the application. And it says, no, New Coast Direct does not mail statements, but we will email statements monthly. You can also log into your account to view statements and make payments. So they're not going to mail you any statements, which is kind of good, guys. I mean, it saves paper. I don't like having all of these paper statements and bills, you know, collecting here in my house because it just don't like it. It's too much of a hassle having to file paperwork and all of this, you know, going to buy a file cabinet. It's too much. I'd rather do everything paperless myself. Yes, there is a minimum monthly payment fee of $40 or 5% of the balance, whichever is greater, only if you have a balance. So the only way you're going to make monthly payments here with them is if you carry a balance over to the next month. Okay, and you don't pay it down to zero. What I would recommend, since this is a revolving credit account, that you do pay it down to zero or less than 7%. Any one of those is fine, guys. I mean, 0%, 1%, 2%, you know, but definitely less than 7%. So that way you can get the highest possible amount of credit boost on your credit score. Okay. Yes, there's an annual fee of $95 to keep your account open and in good standing. Okay. So there's going to be a $95 annual fee. Yes, you can qualify for no down payment on additional orders with 12 months, good payment history, and approved credit score. So they're going to go over your credit for that to approve you for a no down payment account with them. No, there are no monthly fees if you have a zero account balance. Goes back to what I said before. So that's how New Coast Direct works. And that's a primary trade line that's in your name. And it gets reported to all major credit bureaus, just like the My Jewelers. And this one, just like the My Jewelers, offers you a $5,000 credit limit too, also as well. So now we can talk about what James had discussed with us before, self-lender. Okay. So that brings us to self-lender. Now, self-lender, it is a savings as well as a credit building loan. And it boosts your credit month to month by reporting your payments to the credit bureau every month. Now, however, the first credit report, when they report to the credit bureau, may not be after 30 days. It may be between 2 and 3 months before they report to the credit bureaus. But when they do report to the credit bureaus, they will back report. Okay. In other words, meaning they will report from day one when you signed up for the account up to present. So you're going to get credit for all 3 months of good credit history, basically. Okay. So that's what self-lender is and how it works. Okay. It's pretty simple. You become a member. You can get credit monitoring at no cost. There's 2 stars there. So I want to go down to the 2 stars to see what those mean, because usually 2 stars actually has a meaning to it. Credit scores are credit monitoring will only be available to customers who our third-party vendor is able to validate. Okay. So that's something you have to let them know that you want credit monitoring along with that. So you have to let them know that. Okay. And that's at no cost. Okay. You apply for a credit builder account with a payment plan that fits your budget. So they have different payment plans. And it's a savings, like I said before, because they give you your money that you got approved for the loan for after you complete all the payments on that loan. So let's see where we could find the difference. That would be in about pricing. Yeah, let's go over pricing. Okay. So now let's see. The monthly commitment for $25 a month for 24 months, you get back $526. All right. So I believe that's a $500 loan. And basically, so when you finish making your payments for the first 2 years or 24 months, you get back to $500. And it's only going to cost you $25 a month. So you're basically paying $26 in interest. Okay. So you could just click through the different amounts and it would show you other types of loans here that they have. So for $48 a month, that will get you a 12-month term, and the same thing, $500, and you'll pay $45 interest. So plus the administrative fees included in that. For $89 a month, you get a $1,000 loan for 12 months. And for $150, you get a $1,700 loan for 12 months. Okay. Now, some of these frequently asked questions are good to go over because some of them may answer some of the questions that you might have about self-lender. Do you report to all three credit bureaus? Yes. Is it FDIC insured? Yes. Okay, there's a number 1 next to that. So we might want to go down. Let's see, what is that? That's a 1, I think. Some kind of mark next to that. Okay, yes, okay. Credit builder account proceeds are held in a deposit account until majority. Okay. So that's what they're talking about when they put that mark there. So they're going to basically hold the money until you're done making all the payments on the account. Can I pay off or close my account early? Yes. You can pay off or close your account early if you like to, guys. But I would not recommend it by no means at all. Do not close this account early because, like I said before, you're going to lose out on all of the payment history and all of the possible credit increases that you could have gotten to your credit score, okay, by closing this account early and paying it off. So that's something you do not want to do. You do not want to close this account off early, okay? Is this a traditional personal loan? No. No, it's not a traditional personal loan because I believe a traditional personal loan, if it was, for example, an $1,000 loan, you would have access to that $1,000 loan right now. Okay, so it's not like a traditional personal loan. Can I spend the loan amount today? No, you cannot. Okay, because they're going to hold this in a CD account for you until the end of the loan. Is this a hard pull on my credit? No. So that's another benefit about using self-lender, guys, is that they do not give you a hard inquiry. And a hard inquiry can cost you between 2 to 5 points on your credit score. So the credit bureaus, they can take off that amount of points off of your credit score. Your credit score can go down for each and every hard inquiry. Okay, non-refundable administrative fees, $15. The interest rate is 10.69%. The APR is 12.37%. The finance charge, $115. Total amount of payments, $1,800. Okay, so that's just, they're talking about what we selected, what I selected here, the $1,700 loan. Okay, so it's pretty easy to apply. They approve all types of credit, good credit, bad credit, even people who have good credit, but they don't have any installment loans. And it's good, guys, to have an installment loan reflecting and reporting on your credit profile to the credit bureaus too as well, because it adds to your credit mix. And you want to have a good credit mix because the credit mix is 10% of your FICO score. Okay. And you want the full amount of points added to your credit score. You want to definitely have an installment loan. Okay, that way you could have a good credit mix. So that's pretty much it for a self-lender here. It's simple, it's easy to apply for. You could do this all online, and it's easy to get approved for this too as well. And you can start building credit with this credit builder account too also as well. There is another credit builder account that I made a video about. It's called DCU Credit Builder Loan. And that one is in a video that I made on this channel called New Credit Builder Loan. Okay. And that one talks about the DCU Credit Builder Loan, but I believe that loan is not as good as a self-lender, even though it comes from a credit union. Okay. The reason being is because it's not as good for people who are trying to build credit or develop a credit history, because they do not approve everybody. They do not approve everyone with bad credit or those who are trying to build credit. There are reports of people being denied from a DCU credit builder loan, but even however, a DCU is a good credit union to sign up with, because credit unions, as far as I know, they offer the lowest, one of the lowest interest rates on all types of loans. But if you're looking to build credit, you're looking to boost your credit score, you're looking to take that journey to excellent credit like the rest of us, then you want to go with the self-lender loan. You want to apply for that. Okay. So let's see here what we have next. So the self-lender, you can get up to $1,700 in an installment loan, which this reports to your credit bureau as a trade line too as well, an installment loan. So the next on our list here. So far we covered the My Jewelers, which is $5,000. New Coast Direct, that's another $5,000. And self-lender from $500 up to $1,700. So next one here is DSX Design. And DSX Design, they are a printing company, and they print all types of designs on different types of products, different types of materials. They do shirts like t-shirts. They do all types of clothing, canvases, postcards, business cards, social media images, flyers, posters. They have all types of things here, and they have an automated customer service agent here too. That's open 24 hours a day. Drawing tablets. I'll show you the one that I bought here. I bought this one here for my fiance's mom, and it was only $15 a month for 2 months. Okay. And the prices are quite different from the My Jewelers and New Coast Direct, guys, because I think they're pretty cheap, inexpensive, I should say. Not cheap in quality, but inexpensive wise. Okay. Look at these earbuds here, $25 a month for 2 months. So basically for $50, you can get some Bluetooth earbuds. Use them on iPhone and Android too also as well. I got some really awesome watches. Um, Kind of similar to the Apple Watch in a way that I can do almost everything that an Apple Watch does, and it only costs me 75 bucks. So for 75 bucks, I got a nice watch that can do all of that. You know, I can text, I can make phone calls from the watch, I could go online. Yeah, I can pretty much do anything from this watch. It's almost just like a cell phone. All right. And these products here are not too bad. The prices are really decent, like I said. And just think about it, you know, for 15 bucks a month for a basic t-shirt, you can get you a trade line that goes all the way up to $12,000. Okay. When I first applied for DSX design, I got approved for $5,000 straight out the gate. Okay. And it didn't cost me much at all. I believe, you see, they had a different price though. When I first signed up, it was only $59.99 a month, but actually $59.99 a year, I should say, to sign up with a membership with DSX Design. Now, I believe the price went up. So this is the benefits of it. No credit or bad credit approvals. Get immediate approval for up to $12,000 of unsecured revolving credit. Shipping is free. Our print material and design services are agent quality. How do I qualify? You have to be 18 years of age or older, a U.S. citizen, a monthly income of $1,000 a month. Bad credit, good credit, or no credit is welcome. So the requirements are, you know, a lot easier than the My Jewelers or New Coast Direct, where they say $1,600 a month in income or $1,400 a month in income. You can get approved for this for $1,000 a month in income. Okay, how does it work? Become a member. After becoming a member, we will perform a pull on your credit score. Place an order from our store after completing your application. Then a member from our staff may reach out to do an annual verification check. Okay. Does DSX Design report? Yes, your reports are sent to the bureaus monthly with your credit limit and payment history. So they're going to report to the credit bureau too also as well. So this will definitely help your credit score because again, it's going to add more to your credit limit and lower your credit card utilization overall. Does Okay, can I get a limit increase? Yes. So unlike My Jewelers and New Coast Direct, these guys, they give you a credit limit increase after 90 days. All you have to do is make 2 purchases within that 90 days and you can apply for a credit limit increase then. And they go up to $12,000, okay? In order for us to submit your reports, they're talking about to the credit bureaus, you must purchase at least 1 product. Okay, so you have to buy something. They're saying basically, you have to buy something in order to get this trade line added to your credit report. Okay, so that's the name of this one. It's called DSX Design. So now, so far we have 5,000 from the My Jewelers, 5,000 from the New Coast Direct, up to 1,700 for self lender, up to $12,000 for DSX Design. And now that brings us to the next trade line. All of these trade lines that I mentioned so far, all of them can be in your name. Okay. All right. Now here's the next one, and this one is a petal card, and which is kind of a unique looking credit card. And this is the website. It says variable APRs range from 15.24% up to 26.24%. Pricing details are there. Credit of the future. We're using modern technology to help people build credit with a credit card that has higher limits, competitive rates, no fees, and cash back up to 1.5%, priced just right. So this one, guys, I would recommend getting this one last. Okay, after you've gotten the My Jewelers, New Coast Direct, Self Lender, DSX Design, and some of the other ones that I mentioned here, or after you've had the trade lines that you had for at least, I would say, at least 6 months, guys, because these guys, they don't just approve everybody, you know, they don't approve everyone. There are people that I've talked to that have been denied from this credit card. Okay, but let's see if they have a link to how it works. But okay, here's something here: cash back from 1% to 1.5%. Credit limit from $500 up to $10,000. Okay, APR 15.24% to 26.24%. The fees, zero. There are no fees. So no late fees, no fees, no fees at all. What they're saying. Okay, only the APR. All right, that's what you have to, what you're looking at there. Okay, an app built by a tech company, not a bank. You can track your spending, manage your money with all your checking, credit, and other accounts visible in one place. So that's a good thing about having this petal account. And this is how the cashback works. 1% you get right away. After 6 on-time payments, you graduate you up to 1.25%. After 12 on-time payments, you go up to 1.5%. What do you mean no fees? They explain that. We threw them out. No annual fees, late payment fees, foreign transaction fees, or any other kind of fees. No credit score, no problem. So this is a good thing about the petal card here. They don't only look at your credit score, guys. What they do is they also look at the way you manage your money. Okay, they look at your bank accounts and they look and see how well you've been paying your bills from month to month. If they see late payments or things like that, then yeah, they may not approve you. But if they look and see, you know, you pay your bills responsibly, you manage your bank accounts responsibly, you don't overdraft on your bank accounts, then it's a good chance you're going to get approved. And also, I believe they go by income, how much income you make. And I think that the most income, the higher your income that you earn, the more credit limit they're going to approve you for. So the max here is $10,000 from Petal Card. The bad thing about Petal Card, though, however, is they do not give credit line increases and they do not allow authorized users. Okay, you can see if you're pre-approved, then what happens is you just click on the Apply Now button here, and that'll tell you if you're whether you're pre-approved or not, and it's not gonna give you any hard inquiry by you checking your approval. Okay, so let's click on the card. Get us a little better idea of what it's about. Okay, so this is pretty much goes over what we went over before. It helps you grow your credit score also too, because it reports to all three major credit bureaus: TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. Okay. And with this card, it allows you to freeze your accounts also, which protects your accounts too, also from fraud or anything like that. And with this one, you get customer service 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So unlike a lot of other credit cards that don't do that, Petal Card does. Okay, guys. So far we have the Petal Card. So this is up to $10,000. Okay. The lowest is $500 approval. Okay. I got approved for this card for $3,500. straight off the gate. Okay. So with this card, they offer you high credit limits. And I made a video about this card in detail on my last live video on Wednesday. And I believe the title of that live was How to Improve Your Credit Score, Journey to Excellent Credit. Um, petalcard.com gives high limits. Okay, you can look that up on the YouTube channel here, How to Get an 800 Credit Score. So the next I'm going to go over here is another trade line. I'm gonna get these trade lines out of the way. Our Warwick, how you doing, buddy? And welcome to the chat. Our Warwick gives a thumbs up. Thank you so much for the thumbs up, Ronald. Appreciate you, buddy, and I really appreciate that you're joining all our live streams like this. It really, helps the channel too, also as well. And I believe you. I don't, was it you that made a Facebook group or something? It might have been someone else that made a Facebook group. It was about fitness. Yeah, it was someone else, I think. Okay, so I'm going to go into the primary, finish up here with the primary trade lines first, and then I'm going to go into the authorized users last. Okay, so the next primary trade line. Warwick says, thanks for having me. I'm glad to help. Thank you so much, Ronald. Really appreciate you joining. Thank you for helping out. The next primary trade line I'm going to go over here is called Hutton Chase. Okay, and there's the website there, huttonchase.com. Okay, and with this one, they have various products, okay, from apparel, electronics, drinkware, clocks, cookware, health and beauty, jewelry, sports hut. Okay, more. This is tons and tons of categories here. With see, kitchen stuff, necklaces, microwave ovens. They even have pet products, purses for the wifey or girlfriend. I mean, so many different products here. They're just really amazing here. Okay. And if you want to find out about how to apply for a membership to get this trade line, just click on apply for membership. All righty. And here you are. This one is a trade line that is $1,500. It's a credit line, revolving credit. It says guaranteed approval, no application denied for bad credit. Okay, zero interest. So that's a good thing, guys. You don't pay any interest. Janelle Leone says, good to see you on here, our Warwick. Yeah, glad to have you, Ronald, for sure. So you don't pay any interest with Hutton Chase at all. Is what they're saying, okay? So after you sign up for the membership, no interest at all on all purchases. Okay. And they have major brands here that you can shop, and you have a $1,500 credit limit. Okay, so to get started, you just fill in your information here. Click on that you agree to receive marketing calls, whatever. Hit submit. Okay, and pretty much. I think that's about it. I don't see any. Okay, it says a platinum savings card credit line can be used exclusively online at huttonchase.com. So this is a card that you can use at Hutton Chase. Guaranteed approval is subject to United States residents who agree to terms and conditions. You have to be over 18, have a valid debit card or credit card, have the ability to make monthly payments of $25 or more if the entire credit line is used, and have paid the necessary fees for enrollment. So you want to treat this one just like you treat a credit card. Okay, this is a revolving credit line. It's not an installment loan. Okay, guys, so this one, the same thing applies to credit utilization rules. If you want to get the maximum points added to your credit score, then you want to pay this down to below 7% too also as well. Okay. And it says here, this is not a Visa or MasterCard. Yeah, this is a charge card, guard, and you can only use this at Hutton Chase, okay, on the website. So basically, you have to purchase $180 with $30 of it due today. So they're gonna give you $180 in credit. You make a $30 down payment on that today. Okay. So it's up to you how you want to do it. If you want to pay that balance down to less than 7%, then just get a calculator and you can figure it out there. 7% of 180 and then minus that, and then you have the 93% that you pay of that. That'll pay it down and keep your credit utilization low. Because what they do is they report, this company here, they report quickly, okay? And they're not like self-lender where they give you 2 or 3 months before they report to get your payments on time and everything squared away. With these guys, they report quickly, okay? They can report as soon as 3 weeks, I've seen, okay? So you definitely want to get on top of that and stay on top of it, okay? So it says here, most products require a minimum initial payment and shipping cost. That the balance of the purchase will be financed using a line of credit with 0% interest with Hutton Chase, and there are monthly installment payments on the account balance. Some of the electronic items also require that the first monthly payment be made before the product is shipped. So you got to read the terms and conditions, okay? So that you definitely want to do. If you decide to go with Hutton Chase, just read the terms and conditions. It gets into full detail about that too, also on the huttonchase.com site. So that gives you 1,500 K in primary trade lines there. And that can be added on to your total credit limit too also as well. So the next one is kind of similar to this, but they deal with different types of products. This one is called Ox Publishing, okay, which is an online bookstore, and they include all types of books on, different subjects and topics, including cooking, recipes, self-help, wellness, just for kids, fun and games, household, landscape, business books. That's what I ordered. When I signed up with these guys, I ordered business books because I like business books. I currently own a startup business called Nurse Providers Incorporated. If you're looking for information about that business that I started, you can find a link to that in the bottom of the About section of this channel. There's a link to the Nurse Providers Incorporated. It'll take you to my website where, you can see, how I set up my startup company. There's books on money management, fiction, nonfiction, miscellaneous books about all types of different topics. So if you're interested and want to apply for credit, then you pretty much just go to the top. I just went to the bottom of the page to show you examples of different books that they have, and some of them are really good. Great books here, So you just click on apply for credit. That's the link there. All right. I'm just going to enable the flash player so it finishes giving us the header on the top. This is an unsecured line of credit for $2,500, okay? And no membership dues and easy approval, no fees or interest charged, okay? Easy approvals. There's a phone number if you want to call, you have questions. 0 interest for 6 months. All right, so it's pretty much easy to apply for this. And you could use the card they give you only at oxpublishing.com. So this is not Visa or MasterCard. Okay, this is a basic store card. It's sort of like a charge card, in other words. but this not a charge card. It's a revolving line of credit. And that's how it reports on your credit report too, also as well. As guaranteed approval, but you have to be a U.S. resident, agree to the terms and conditions, be over 18, have a valid debit card or credit card, the ability to make a monthly payment of $25 or more if the entire credit line is used, and have the necessary fees for enrollment. All payments are set for auto draft with the debit or credit card on file. So with these guys here, you don't have to actually worry about how you're going to make the payment, or you don't have to worry about when the payment, what date the payments are due. It's sort of like you can set up auto pay, but auto pay, instead of you setting up auto pay is already set up for you by Ox Publishing. And Hutton Chase does this too also well. Something that you just apply and that's it. As long as you keep the necessary funds in your account, the monthly payments will come out for the amount that you need to purchase to activate your membership with them and have this trade line reported to your credit report as well, to the credit bureaus. Okay, and it says here this is not a Visa or MasterCard. It can be used for merchandise though at oxpublishing.com. And a product purchase of $180. So it pretty much is the same as the Hutton Chase. You purchase $180 worth of products. You pay a down payment on that today, and they give you a line of credit for the $2,500. Okay, guys. So far that's Ox Publishing for $2,500. We went over My Jewelers for $5,000. New Coast Direct for $5,000. Self Lender up to $1,700. GSX Design up to $12,000. Petal Card up to $10,000. Hutton Chase $1,500 guaranteed. Ox Publishing $2,500 guaranteed line of credit. Okay, and that now brings us to our next trade line. And all these trade lines can be in your name too also as well. Okay. This brings us to our next trade line. It's called Horizon Card. Horizon Gold. That's the name of it here. It's an unsecured credit limit of $500. This is going to report to the credit bureaus too also as well on your credit report. It says bad credit, no credit, low score, no problem. So pretty much almost everyone will get approved for this account, this credit line. And pretty simple to apply. Okay, so you just scroll down the screen here. It has $500 limit, easy terms, no credit check. That's the good thing, guys. No credit check. So this is another one kind of similar to the self-lender here, guys. No hard inquiry. Okay, so if you've been following along this video so far, you got the self-lender that gives no hard inquiry. And you have the Horizon Gold that gives no hard inquiry. So that's two trade lines right there that gives you no hard inquiry too also as well. And if you're looking for a secured credit card, since we're talking about hard inquiries, that does not give a hard inquiry, just show you one here that does not give a hard inquiry too also as well. Okay. And then we'll go back to finish up at Horizon Gold, where we left off at. This one's called Open Sky. This is a secured credit card. Okay, this one here, it does not give you a hard inquiry. All right. So when you have the time, you can go ahead and look at this. And to apply, you just click up here, apply now. And like I said, it's a secured credit card. So how this works is you're going to activate this credit line. You have to send a deposit. Okay, you can send a $200 deposit, and basically they're going to give you that credit line for that amount. Okay, and it's refundable too also as well. Okay, so that's what makes it a secured credit line too also as well. All right, so that's another one that gives you no hard inquiry. Okay, guys. So you have pretty much three credit lines that give you no hard inquiry at all. Okay, you get the Open Sky, the Self Lender, and the Horizon Go. Okay, now the Horizon Go, let's look at fees and costs and see how much they are. Okay, you have a member services agreement. APR is 0. Wow, that's great. 0%. Okay. Variable rate, not available. Grace period for repayment, not available. Balances. And this is a revolving credit line. Check fee, cancellation fee, none. Late payment fees, $20, which is a lot cheaper than some credit cards. Some secured credit cards can have a late payment fee of up to $39 that I've seen. Okay, so all of these outlet store delivery signature verification, $350. Outlet store residential delivery, $2. Total of payments equal to the purchase cost of all goods purchased by the account holder. Total sales price equal to the purchase cost of all goods purchased by the account holder. No penalties for prepayment. So you can pay this early if you like. One card issuance and account validation fee, $5. Fee for return checks or debits. Second NSF, $25. Minimum monthly payment. Okay, so it's going to be basically the same. The greater of 10% of the account balance owed immediately following any purchase made to your account, or $25. The minimum monthly payment does not automatically decrease as your account balance decreases. Notwithstanding the foregoing, okay, so should your new balance be less than $25, the minimum payment due will be the total amount of the new balance. Okay, so that's basically what it's saying. 10% of the account balance owed, or $25. Monthly maintenance fee, $6. This fee is waived to all active Horizon card service members, so you don't have to worry about that monthly maintenance fee. Okay, what we have, monthly membership benefits plan. Upon activation, all members are enrolled in our monthly membership benefit plan. It includes a $500 unsecured card, access to privacy protection, universal prescriptions, roadside protect, and my legal assistance benefits. And $24.95 membership fee is automatically taken out of your account every month. Okay, so this is like auto pay too. So if you decide to apply for this one, it'll come out of your account every month on auto pay. Okay, so this goes over auto finance, automation, shipping. It's going to report on your credit. It should report as Horizon Card Services. Okay, it goes over shipping, the charge. All right, for signature verification, $350. Payment schedule will vary. Okay, and I'm sure they will go over that. How it works: upon account activation of your membership, you receive various benefits as well as a credit card account to use exclusively on purchases available through the Horizon Outlet website. Your account will not work at any other website, so you can only use it at Horizon Outlet. Okay? So, again, they charge you $24.95 a month. You get a $500 unsecured card. You get the privacy protection, the universal prescriptions, the roadside assistance, legal assistance too, also as well. cancellation and refunds. Okay, so there's a process there. If you want to cancel your account, ask for refunds. And let's see what else we have here. Chargeback, bank or credit card company dispute charges, customer advocacy. Okay, there's this phone number to call for that. Okay, you have to agree to the terms and conditions in the agreement. Okay, to obtain an account, you just apply. It's pretty simple, okay? Incomplete applications, well, that we already know. If your application's incomplete, you know, so it's just telling you here, by clicking submit on the application page located at horizoncardservices.com, you grant permission to Horizon Card Services to contact you when necessary via email or telephone to complete your application. If the card services approves your application, you receive an email confirming your application approval and your associated username and password information or login information. Once you receive this login information, you may make immediate use of the service. Okay. And the debits goes over that. Automated clearing house or remotely created check debit request for a fee associated with your account is returned due to non-sufficient funds. All right, then Horizon Card Services may attempt to collect the applicable fee by automatically resubmitting your bank subsequent ACH or RCC debits. Okay, so they automatically going to resubmit it again if for some reason it gets declined. Okay. Credit Bureau reporting, that's what we all want to know. So they report to at least one major credit bureau upon receiving positive confirmation of your identity. Okay, so they're going to report to one credit bureau. So unlike My Jewelers, New Coast Direct, Self Lender, and Petal Card, they're not going to report to all three credit bureaus. So this you want to think about and consider before you decide to apply to this trade line. Okay, but it is a trade line, however, if you really want to apply for this, by all means, go right ahead. It'll just mean that you'll have a higher credit score on one of your credit bureaus than you will have on the other two. Okay, so all of this is pretty much, they explain it in detail here about the universal protection. You have unlimited internet access to activate your account, view your credit report. You visit this website here and log into your account using the account issued to you upon approval of your membership. Okay, the universal prescription is unlimited local participating pharmacy access. So you get access to pharmacy drugs, pretty much. You get up to 40% off prescription medications that they cover. Okay, and that you can find in the website, the details. And you get roadside protection. Okay, benefit coverage begins following a 5-day waiting period from the date of enrollment or reinstatement, up to 3 service calls or towing requests up to 15 miles, not to exceed the operator cost of $50. So they go into detail here on what they cover. Okay, you get up to 3 service calls or towing requests, one of the two, and up to 15 miles. But the limit here is $50. Okay. Additional mileage and associated towing costs will be your responsibility to pay at the time of service. So basically they're going to cover $50 of it and you pay the rest, which is, I think it's not a bad deal. You know what I mean? If you get stranded somewhere by the side of the road, you can always count on, $50 of towing right there. So I don't know what the average cost of towing a vehicle is. I remember I got stuck in the snow one time in New Hampshire, driving down a freeway, and my car just hit black ice, and I went off the side of the road straight into a snowbank. So I waited there for maybe an hour. I called for roadside assistance, not through them guys. I'm not talking about Horizon Car Services. I'm talking about with my warranty. I had a Kia, right? And they came and got me and everything, and didn't pay for anything because my vehicle was covered under a 5-year warranty. So with this here, it's kind of similar, but they're only gonna pay $50 of the towing costs, okay, and 15 miles. All right, but you're gonna pay the rest. So if the cost is $100, they're gonna pay half. You pay the other half. Okay. So it is some sort of benefit there. They they also deliver fluid up to 2 gallons of fuel. So if you run out of gas, they can bring 2 gallons of gas to you, and but you have to repay the price of the gas, whatever they pay. You have lockout service, so if you're locked out of your vehicle, they can help you get back into your vehicle. If you get a flat tire, they can help you change the flat tire. But you have to provide the spare tire for them to change. Okay. Okay. So pretty much they cover everything that all the benefits there, the roadside protection, the legal assistance, what they offer to also. You get toll-free and internet access to legal resources. Criminal defense cases are not covered under this plan. So, guys, if you get in trouble with the law, don't expect your Horizon card membership to cover you. Your plan entitles you to one free 30-minute consultation with a legal professional in your area, specializing in your area of law interest. So that's what you're going to get, guys. So these are done as a courtesy only. The fuel savings and other programs, they make no warranty or guarantee of these services. They're subject to change, or they can discontinue it at any time. Okay, so that's good to know. All right. So, there's a lot to, read through here. Got disclaimers, arbitration, equipment, miscellaneous stuff. Okay. So all of this is terms and conditions here. All right. So that covers Horizon Gold. All right, which is unsecured $500 credit limit. And that brings us to the next primary trade line. Okay. Which we talked about earlier when we first talked about self lender. Someone had brought that up, I believe it was James. Fingerhut, pretty much is a trade line. It's what it is. What they do is they start you off with an installment plan. Okay. And they have all types of products here. Okay. I mean, this company here, they've been around for a long time. All right. And here they have good gifts here for Father's Day, computers, game consoles, tools, all types of products here. And let's go up to the top here. And let's see what they can see if it explains anything about how it works or anything. Okay, get the credit you deserve. Start shopping today. Apply and get an instant decision. So build new credit history with us. We report on-time payments to all 3 credit bureaus. Yes, so this is a good thing to have to build your credit with, because as James had mentioned here in the comments section, that they, they can work together with self-lending, like we talked about earlier. This one here reports to all 3 credit bureaus. So that's a good thing to have. You know, when you have one trade line that's going to report to all 3 credit bureaus, it's definitely a gem, because it would mean that, you know, unlike Horizon Gold, which is going to report to only one credit bureau, you're going to have a pretty balanced credit score. You know what I mean? However, not all your credit scores are going to be exactly the same. All right, which means you're going to have maybe a difference of a few points between the 3 credit scores, but certainly you will have a difference there. Okay, but this is good that this one reports all 3. Hip to the dip says, "What am I watching?" Okay, hip to the dip. Thank you so much for coming to the live stream. I appreciate you, buddy. So I'm just going through all the comments. It says, you know, here to see if I missed anyone here. I hope I didn't. Okay. So this one has low monthly payments and has customer service. Says their top 5 retailer for service excellence, awarded by Prosper Insights and Analytics. Apply now to get low monthly payments like these with fingerhut credit issued by WebBank. So that's what it's going to look like on your credit report. It's going to say WebBank. Okay. There's a number 1 next to this statement here. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down to the bottom and see where's the number 1, what that means. Okay, 1, it says, if you apply and are accepted for a fingerhut credit account issued by WebBank, who determines eligibility and qualifications for the terms of credit. Okay, so that applies only if you're accepted. Okay, if they approve you, you can buy up to, see, $99. This is what your payment would look like. $199. This is what your payment would look like. And $399. Your payment would look like $29.99 a month. And if you bought something for $7.99, then your payment would be $46.99 a month. So they just, you know, just going over what your payments would look like there. Okay. So let's go into see what kind of links here they have. Frequently asked questions. Why don't we click on that? That should go into a few details on what they're about. Okay, so they have several frequently asked questions here that you can go over. Let's see, on orders, returns, shipping, payments, balance, account information. All right, let's go on this. How do I get a credit line increase? We review accounts several times a year systematically. As your credit profile changes, we may reduce or increase your credit line. So basically, guys, they can adjust your credit line depending on how much you spend at Fingerhut. It's what they told me anyways, because I had emailed them and asked them, well, what's the process for getting a credit line increase, and you know, how is that done? And that's what they told me, that it depends on your spending habits with them and how you make your payments, if you make your payments on time and everything. Okay, and there's more to read here if you like to read more about that. Okay, so it's pretty easy to make payments and all that. You just go on a website and you make a payment. You know, pretty simple. Okay, it talks about the Fingerhut credit. So there's a lot of information here to read in the frequently asked questions, and I'm not going to go through every single one of these, okay, because it would take us a long time, and we would end up spending more time on this one trade line, Fingerhut, than we would, you know, on all the trade lines combined together. So we're gonna go ahead and just say, I have fingerhut, and from my experience, they start you off with like an installment plan, and like I was saying earlier, the best thing to do is you go ahead and make the payment that they recommend you make every month, the payment due, minimum payment due. Make that every month because it's more of an installment loan. Uh, if you do not get approved right away for the revolving credit account, it's an installment loan. Okay. And you're going to make the installment payments every month. Stick to the installment payments every month, even if it's for 6 months. It just takes patience, guys. But after you made all the payments on time, and as you're making payments on time and they're reporting that to the credit bureau every month, your credit score will increase. Okay. Then after the 6 months, they will upgrade your account to a revolving credit account. Okay. But you will have the benefit of seeing all the credit score increases. All right. So with Fingerhut, I got approved for $300 revolving after I completed my installment stage with them. So they don't give high limits though. However, I mean this is a small limit, $300. But it is unsecured and it reports to the credit bureaus too also as well. So it does help your credit report and helps your credit score too as well. Okay. So far we have covered the My Jewelers, which is 5,000, a New Coast Direct, which is 5,000, Self Lender up to 1,700, DSX Design up to 12,000, Petal Card up to $10,000, Hutton Chase 1,500, Ox Publishing 2,500, Horizon Gold 500, and Fingerhut 300. Okay. So those are the primary trade lines. So now what I'm going to go over with you guys here is some authorized users, which I know I went to. Oh, okay. I'm not done with the primary trade lines. Hold on, guys. We have one more trade line to go over. Okay. And then once we're done with this trade line, then we can go on into the authorized users from there. We need to look up this this trade line. All right. Let's go to this link. This one is Omega Watches. This looks like a Mega Watches, but I'm not sure we're in the right site here. Let me go ahead and see if I misspelled it. I might have misspelled. Okay. RCBS there. Megas. It's called Omega's Department Store. Oh, okay. Here we go. Megasdepartmentstore.com. I knew I had the wrong site, so I was wondering what did I do? I must have spelled it wrong, which I did. Okay, good thing I saw that. Okay, now this is they're coming out with all types of new trade lines, guys. I mean, if you're new to credit and you're new to building credit, okay, say you never had any credit, you don't have any credit accounts on your credit report whatsoever, I'd recommend getting as many of these trade lines as you can to start off with, because what's going to happen is if you get them all around the same time, they're all going to age around the same time also as well. But just keep in mind, in your first year or your first 6 months, you can spread them out however you like, because after a year or two, they're pretty much going to be close in age. They're not going to be all the same age, but they're going to be pretty much close. Okay. And you'll get the credit for the history as you make the on-time payments. So let's find out more about this Omega's department store. Okay. It says we accept all credit types. Get approved now. Guaranteed credit approval. You hear that, guys? Guaranteed. Okay. You start shopping. Get approved for a credit limit of $7,500 today. Okay, guys. So this is a big credit line here. It's $7,500. Okay, you can get approved for that today. All right. And let's look more at this, because this is one that's new to me also as well. I just found out about this trade line today. Okay, that's why I'm sharing this one with you guys too. All right. They have two different types of credit lines. They have the platinum business card. They have a corporate business card. Okay, with the business platinum membership, they have a $10,000 credit line. Okay. And this one reports to the business credit reporting agencies. With the business corporate membership, the amount determined when application is complete. Okay, and so after you apply for the business corporate, they're going to determine what type of credit line they're going to give you, how high the amount's going to be. Easy approval reports to all credit reporting agencies. Okay, with the business platinum membership, it costs $250 to join. Okay, but this reports to the business credit reporting agencies. All right. They have the bronze membership, a silver membership, and a gold membership. All right. This is for personal credit. Okay. The top, what I went over, that's for business credit. But I'm sure you guys, if you're like me and you own a business, a startup business, you're trying to get a business started, and you want to build up business credit, this might be a good idea. This is a business platinum membership at the $10,000 credit line. So this is above prime. Subprime is like below $5,000 credit limit. Above prime is above $5,000. So $10,000 is pretty much where you want to be, for a credit line. Okay. So this is a good way to build up business credit, because it's going to report to all business credit reporting agencies. Okay, so you have basically three. There is three that I know of. Okay, I'm sure there may be more credit bureaus that business credit bureaus, I say, that handle your business credit lines and accounts. One is an Equifax business, Experian business, and TransUnion does not have them. Okay, so the other one is Dun and Bradstreet. Okay, which is totally different from the personal credit thing. But if you're interested in building up business credit, this is going to report to all three of the business credit reporting agencies. So it's going to help you build up your paydex score. Okay, and I'll get into that in another video where I'm going to talk about building business credit. Okay. And everything I learn, I pretty much share with you guys anyway. So you'll be the first to know. Um, so there's a bronze membership. It's costs $100 to join. It's easy approval. A $3,500 credit line, reports to all credit bureaus. The silver membership is $150, $5,500 line of credit. And the gold card membership is $200 to join, easy approval, and $7,500 credit line, reports to all three of these guys. They report to the all the credit bureaus. Okay. Now this is new to me, like I said before, guys. So I'm sure it's new to a lot of you too, also as well. Okay. So this is how the membership works. All right, and it reports to all of the major credit bureaus too, also as well. So I mean, it can be a little expensive initially to sign up here, but I mean, $200 to join. When you think about it, okay, let's look at the Ox Publishing or the Hutton Chase. Okay, Ox Publishing was $2,500 credit limit. Okay, that's a guaranteed approval. This is almost, they don't say guaranteed approval here, but it says easy approval. But for $20 more than you spent to $20 more that you spent here than you would with Ox Publishing, you can get about $5,000 more in credit, credit limit too. Okay, and they're going to report to all three major credit bureaus. So I believe this Mega's department store, I mean, they just one of the new trade lines like the DSX design, because they already have, you know, credit lines, trade lines like My Jewelers and a New Coast Direct, that these guys already, offer $5,000 each straight off the gate. So these guys had to come up with something better than that, you know, and cheaper than them. They had to remain competitive to stay in the game here, or to get into the game. So that's why they're charging you, but this is a little cheaper because you're getting more for your money. You're getting $7,500 credit line, compared to only $1,500 with Hutton Chase or $2,500 with Ox Publishing. Okay, and this is even more than the My Jewelers or the New Coast Direct, too. So this is something good if you want to build credit, because it'll lower your overall credit utilization, because it'll add another 7,500 to your total credit. So if you're going to sign up with this, I would suggest just going for the gold membership, you know. If you're deciding whether if you want to choose between Ox Publishing or this, I would say go with this, Omega's department store. I would say don't choose between any of them. I would say go for both of them. Go for all of them that you can access, because, see, in your first year building credit, that's what you want to do. You're building up credit, you're adding on trade lines, okay? And then after, you've aged those trade lines for at least a few months or 6 months or so, whatever the case is, could be 3 to 6 months, it's going to start boosting your credit scores. All of your trade lines in total is going to start boosting your credit scores, depending on how well you manage your credit, how well you manage your credit utilization too, also as well. So this is pretty much the last trade line that I'm going to go over with you guys here. Okay, so it's pretty simple. You could apply online and, easy approvals. That's what it said. The company's in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Here's their number, their email. Okay, guys, so this is like a two-in-one, though. Two-in-one deal. The reason why I say that is because for those of you who are looking to build personal credit, you have it here. Okay, they offer 3 different memberships. to build up your personal credit. And the second deal they have here, guys, if you're looking to build up your business credit, they have the two memberships here. They have the business platinum membership and they have the business corporate membership. Okay. So either one of these are going to start building business credit for you. Okay. If you're looking to build business credit and personal credit at the same time, like I am, if you're like me, then you'd probably apply for one of these and one of these. Okay. And the business membership's going to report to the business credit bureaus, and the personal membership here is going to report to the TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Okay. So that way you have the best of both worlds. Okay, that's if you're a new business owner or you're looking to start a business. This is something that you can do to build business credit. There is another avenue, however, that you can follow. Okay, you can wait until your credit score is pretty good. I would say to be safe in the 700s, and then apply for a business credit card. There's several business credit cards out there. There's, the Chase Bank has a business credit card. Capital One has a business credit card. And there's several other banks. TD Bank has a secured business credit card. But if you, like I said, if your credit score is over 700, you probably will not need a secured credit card. But credit scores are not the only thing that these banks use to determine whether or not to approve you for a business credit card, guys. They also go by revenue and how much revenue your business makes every month. Okay. So I will be making videos about building business credit too, also as well. For those of you, if you're like me, looking at starting a business up, or maybe you already have a startup, or maybe you already have your company established for 1 year or more. Who knows? But either way, it should benefit, all of us. Just the information. Okay. So that pretty much is all of the trade lines. And now what I'm just going to talk about here, let's go back to our main page. I like to go to my YouTube channel to keep that up there. That way a lot of you know. Let's see where we at. YouTube channel. Okay. Oh, there's one more trade line, guys. Sorry about that. For some reason, I just didn't. That one just totally slipped my mind. This one. So I'm pretty much going to be using this a lot. Let me just pause. That's my last live that I've had. You already saw this live stream. Is called How to Improve Your Credit Score. Okay, we don't want to have that playing in the background because I'm sure it's hard enough to hear one me talking to you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and just close that out. That way it doesn't keep talking. Okay, so this is the other the final primary trade line that I'm going to talk about here that you can obtain, and this one I already gotten. Takes about 45 days, I would say, to report. It can take less than that. Okay, but this one it only reports to one credit bureau, and that's TransUnion. Okay. In the future, they're working on having it report to the other two credit bureaus. Here's an offer that just popped up. Says win 3 free years of rent reporting. Okay, so basically what they do is they back report all of your past rental payments and your present rental payments and your future rental payments that you will make. Okay. The amount of the trade line, that pretty much depends on how much your rent is. Okay, so you gotta understand, if your rent is only say $350 a month, and you live, say, or 375, it's not gonna be as high as if your rent was say $800 a month. Okay, the trade line is gonna report to the credit bureau as a higher limit trade line. You know, but it's gonna show that agreements payments were made as agreed. As long as you make your payments on time. you know so it says here they can add 24 months of past rent payments to your credit report, and this builds your credit history too also. Okay, it says the average credit score increased 40 points, results in 2 weeks, 100% money back guaranteed. You add age to your credit file, no credit check required. So this does not give you a hard inquiry. So this is another way that we found on how to build credit with no hard inquiry. The first one was a self-lender. Okay. The second one was Horizon Gold. And here's the third one, Rental Kharma. Okay. So this all does not give you any hard inquiry. You could add a spouse and they will report both of you on your credit reports. You can have multiple accounts on your report. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. How it works. Let's get to that. Okay. Reporting options. How long does it take to see results? See your results in 2 weeks. 100% money back guarantee. Now, guys, that depends. That 2 week thing, that all depends on how soon they can contact and verify your rent with your landlord or your property manager. Because with my situation, it took a while. It took a little longer than 2 weeks. It took maybe, I would say, a month and a half, because they had to, one, contact the property manager, two, get everything verified. So it was, people are busy. So it can take time to verify these things. Okay, so it depends. It may be sooner for you than it was for me, but on average, they say you can receive results in 2 weeks. They give a money back guarantee. Okay, if you do not get results that make you happy. Okay. All right, so it depends on the number of months that you report, that will determine your results. They have stories of over 500 Rental Kharma members. Okay. Ongoing reporting only reports ongoing payments. Similar to opening a new credit card account, it only takes a few months of reporting activity for your score to increase. Yes, that's true. Only takes a few months. It could take like a couple months, a month or two of good reporting history, and to see your score boost. This is because the credit scoring model sees this as a new account and no history established yet to reward you for your on-time payments. So that's why when you add a new account to your credit report, you can see, you get dinged for a few points on your credit report. Your credit score can go down, but it goes back up once you make the on-time payments. And it could actually pass the score that you had previously before it went down. So, adding new accounts is not all that bad, guys, as long as it's worth it. If it's worth it, it's going to build your credit score, increase your credit score. Overall, I would say go ahead and do it. This is overall, on average, you will see a 29-point increase after the 2 to 3 months of ongoing reporting. You will see continued growth into the future. And they also do past and ongoing reporting. Okay. So they go back up to 24 months, and that helps age your account because they're gonna report it on to the credit bureau as, say, if you've been paying rent on time for 2 years, for example. Okay, you're gonna report it as a 2-year trade line, and they're going to add the amount of time that you have, the age of your accounts, each and every single one of your accounts. They're going to add them all up. They're going to total all of them, and then they're going to take the number of accounts that you have and divide them into the total age of your credit history. Okay, so basically what that means is, let's see if I have a little, need a little notepad, take some notes here. So basically, all they're going to do, say if you have account number one, which is a credit account. Account number one is, say, 2 months old. Okay. Account number two is 4 months old. Okay. Account number three is 3 months old. And account number four is 1 month old. Okay. They're going to add up a total of all the ages of your credit accounts and total them all up. So the 2 months plus the 4 months plus the 3 months plus the 1 month, and you have that equals 10 months total. And they're gonna add up how many accounts you have. So I said account number one, account number two, account number three, and account number four. That equals 4 accounts, guys. Okay. So they would take the 10 months total age that you have, and they divide that by 4 accounts, which that's the number of accounts that you have. 10 divided by 4, it'll be 2.5. So 2.5 months. It will be your average age of credit. So your average age of credit is going to be 2.5 months. Okay, that's how the credit bureaus do it, guys. Okay, how I found out this information is from going online. Looked at my average age. I looked at Credit Karma. I looked at Credit Sesame. I looked at the other ones and seen how they go about calculating your average age of credit. So I mean, just because you've gotten, say, an authorized user that's 5 years old, if you have 17 accounts, I mean, it may or may not do a whole lot for your age of credit. Okay, it depends on what your average age of credit is now and what it's going to be after you add on that trade line. Okay, so for that, just the tips that I always give is just make sure, guys, that you pay down your balances below 7% by the cycle date. Okay, I'm going to go over a cycle date with you guys too. Okay, let's just Google. I love to use Google here, guys. Okay, I'm just throwing in a little tips here. Okay, let's look at something that's pretty much explains it. So it's just, how to find your bill cycle date. Okay. Here's a little article here. On your bill cycle date, you receive, okay. All right, this is something, how do you, okay. It's determined by the date on which your phone is first activated. Okay, now this is with phones. Okay, Credit card billing cycle calculated. Okay, so how do credit cards calculate a statement cycle? Okay, so this one here is at smallbusiness.cron.com. They have an article here that pretty much gets into full detail about closing dates and the dates that your payments are due. Okay, so you do not want to wait until the payment due date to pay your balance down. Okay, but you definitely want to pay it down below 7%. Okay, so that way you do not that way you actually do you increase your the maximum amount of points that you can receive onto your credit score. Okay, guys. So that's something you definitely want to do. You definitely want to pay that down to below 7%. Okay. So it tells you here closing dates vary, and they do, because it all depends. It can depend on that credit card issuer, and I've seen different credit uh, reporting dates for Chase. I've seen more than one, because I don't know. It just depends on how that bank does, their reporting. But it's a good question to ask. Ask your bank, your credit card company, when is your cycle date? When is your, due date? When is your cycle date? When is your statement date? When they're gonna make the statements to the credit bureau? Okay, that is important too, so that way you can keep on top of your credits. That's part of controlling your credit score too, also as well. And because if you made the payment too close to your payment due date and it did not post to the account, then guess what, guys? It may not be reported to the credit bureau, and it could cause you to have a low credit score. It could cause your credit score to go down. It can cause your credit card utilization to go up. I've seen all types of scenarios. Okay, so you definitely want to keep on top of that for sure. Okay, guys. Let's see. Let's go ahead and how do we get back here? So now I'm going to get ready to talk about the authorized users. Since now we're done with all of the primary trade lines here, guys, we're going to talk about the authorized users. Okay. Okay, we'll just stay here on this page. All right. So now for authorized users, what I've done was I've signed up with Dwayne from How to Build Credit TV. Okay. And he has a live stream every Monday at 7 p.m. Central Time. And he offers authorized users, okay, for a reasonable amount, guys. So I'm not sure what availability he has on what authorized users he has available, but I know that I signed up for the Discover card authorized user, and the limit was 5,000. Okay, 5K is the limit on that. It's 10 months old, which he opened in August. I also signed up for a $6,000 limit, U.S. Bank authorized user. That one is 10 months old. Also, Bank of America with $4,500 limit. That one's 10 months old. Citibank with $4,300 credit limit. That one's 10 months old. He has a Chase authorized user that has a limit of $9,500. It's an 8 months old credit card. But I did not sign up for that one because I already have, plenty of the other ones that are 10 months old already. And he has American Express that it has 3 months credit history. I mean, it's only 3 months credit history, but it has a $6,000 credit limit. And my fiance, Janelle Leone, she had her credit score boosted up over 143 points by just simply signing her up for the American Express authorized user that Dwayne had. Okay, and her credit score just boosted 143 points. All right, and I think it might have went down a little around the time when I think Dwayne had applied for a Barclays card and lost a few points because of it, and I think her credit score went down too with that. Mine did a few points with that too also, but there was definitely a huge boost on mine went up 10 points because of that authorized user. Okay, and I also signed up for a Chase authorized user that he has with 2 years credit history. Only $1,000 credit limit, but the credit history definitely helps. It's 2 years. Also, I want to tell you guys about another authorized user offered. I don't know if you guys are interested, but it is for, let's see if I have that right here, $8,000 credit limit from a Chase Bank, and it has 5 years credit history. So basically 60 months credit history. Okay. And the pricing on all of this, with Dwayne from How to Build Credit TV, he offers his authorized users anywhere from $30 a month up to $60 a month, depending on the years of credit history. Also, depending on how many authorized users you sign up with, and also depending on the credit limit too also. Okay. So his is from $30 to $60, which is a really reasonable price considering the fact that a lot of, websites and companies that I've seen that offer authorized users for way more than that. Okay, you can look this up on even eBay. They have some authorized users on there, and you'll see the prices there for yourself. Okay, guys. And so this other authorized user for 5 years with the $8,000 credit limit, that is with a brother that I know. His YouTube channel is the Coin Alley. Okay, so if you're interested in that, you could just go to the Coin Alley and tell him that I told you about it. So that way, his is $95 a month, and it's depending on whether you use a credit card to make your payment for monthly, or you want to use like your debit card from your bank, and he uses, the Square or to put the payments, or Venmo if you're dealing with your bank debit card and things like that. But if you're using a credit card, he'll deal with the Square. So there you have it. Those are the authorized users, guys, offers. I was totally shocked when I first found out about this. I said, wow. I was like, wow, a lot of companies and websites, they charge a lot more money for these trade lines, and to get something like this for $30 a month or even $95 a month is still not bad. You know what I mean? So guys, I just thought I'd, tell you that all. So I mean, so far all together, I know there's only two people still on here because I know I've been on here for a while now, at least over an hour, I'm sure. We started at 3:30 and it's now almost 6 o'clock. Okay. So we've been going for over 2 hours actually. Okay. So so far we have the My Jewelers for 5,000, New Coast Direct for 5,000, Self Lender up to 1,700, DSX Design up to 12,000 credit limit, the Petal Card up to $10,000. We have the Hutton Chase for 1,500, the Ox Publishing for 2,500, the Horizon Gold for $500, the Fingerhut for $300 credit limit. Rental Kharma depends on your rental payments and the amount of your rent. And we have the Omega's department store from 3,500, 5,500, and $7,500 credit limit. Now I'm just talking about personal credit options that they have. Okay. And for the authorized users, we have 6,000. We have 5,000 for Discover, 6,000 for U.S. Bank, 4,500 for Bank of America, 4,300 for Citibank, 9,500 for Chase Bank, 8,000 for Chase, $6,000 credit limit for American Express, and I believe that covers all of it there. So guys, all together, this totals $90,500. Okay. All right, guys. So there you have it. And I want to thank so much. Special thanks to all the people that have joined us here in the live stream tonight. I'm just going to go through the comments and just recognize the people that have commented and participated and say a special thank you to all of you guys. Special thanks to James Worley for participating and sharing here in the live stream today. Special thanks to Hip to the Dip for participating here in the live stream today. Special thanks to How to Build Credit TV and Dwayne. Thank you so much, buddy, for participating in the live stream today. Special thanks to Janelle Leone. Thank you so much for participating. We really appreciate you. Special thanks to R. Warwick. Thank you so much, Ronald. Appreciate you joining us in the live stream today, too, also as well. So I want to thank all you guys for participating. And just remember, we'll be live again Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. And every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. So if you have not already, just go ahead and smash the subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications. Share this video everywhere with your friends and families and all your social media networks. Hit the thumbs up button as well too. Also, it really helps the channel. And we'll see you again Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Time. And thank you so much, guys, for showing up. Really appreciate you. I'm gonna go ahead and get back on the camera here. Okay. And that way, I'm gonna end the screen share. That way I can officially say, see you guys next time. And for the Facebook credit group, and to follow me on social media, Twitter and Facebook, all of those links are at the bottom of the About Me section of this of this YouTube channel, How to Get an 800 Credit Score. And again, thank you so much for watching. And guys, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Have a beautiful Sunday. I'll see you guys again Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Time. All right, bye now.